Hey, I want to say about um, being a Christian and believing in the Bible doesn't make me perfect, okay? So, but what it is I'm saying that that's true. And the truth don't change, that's what it is, you know? And so, now there's a lot of people who say, well, I'm Christian, but, you know, homosexuality is okay, and it's okay now. You know, that's not what it says. You know, whether I want to um, steal, and it says, "Thou shalt not steal," doesn't change because I want to do it because I like the money. Doesn't make it better. You know. Oh, well, it's okay to murder. Well, they offended me. They did so and so to me, and so I want to murder them now. And because I want to do it, it should be okay. It should be law. Well, it's okay to fornicate because whether I do it or not doesn't make it okay. Doesn't change the law. Yeah, I might want to do it the rest of my life, live, that's the way I want to live, but that doesn't make it okay. Doesn't say adultery, because I love somebody else's wife. Doesn't make it okay. Even though I do it, and I love doing it, and I ain't going to change my mind about it. Doesn't say that, well, I know it says it in there, but God is wrong. Because I'm doing it. Now I'm better than God, and I'm telling him what to do. That don't make it okay. So my problem with homosexuality is it's in a book, just like all the rest of the stuff. Murderers, thieves, fornicators, adultery, whatever. You know? And because I want to do it, don't make it okay now. So to me, the true hypocrites is the ones that says the rest of y'all murderers and thieves are wrong. But I'm okay because I want to do this sexual thing, and it's sexual. It's sexual. It only relates to sex. And you know what is really wonderful about it is that God still says is wrong. Anything that is God produces life. It's just that simple. Anything that is wrong or not of God doesn't produce life. It's a law that he put down there. It don't change. So, the laws of marriage is, one part of it. And part of why is the foundation of it is that it produces life. And homosexuality does not produce life. So the laws of nature, of God, is in nature itself. You cannot change it. Now, if you go to a fish and you say, well, a fish or a frog changes its sex depending on whatever, and then they can produce life because they can change their sex, then you need to talk to God about that frog, about making you a frog, okay? Because you're not a frog. You're human, and you don't produce life from homosexuality. It's just some common sense thing. And so what I really have a problem about it is that everybody else can be a hypocrite. They can be a sinner, but it changes when it comes to you. And that's the problem with it, is that it's just so unrepentant. It's just so unforgiving, unyielding. Oh, I'm not wrong. is pride, proud, and pride comes before a fall. So, yeah, I'm too proud to admit that I'm wrong. That's what I have a problem with. Everybody else could be wrong except for you. To me, you're the biggest hypocrite and the biggest arrogant. You know, you know, just because, oh, I want to do it. Now I'm going to tell God he's wrong. And see, that's the real sin. Is when you walk up to God and you tell him he's wrong. Because he ain't never wrong about nothing. Okay? And so when you do that, and then you're willing to say, oh, well, then God's wrong, and then this God over here tells me I'm right. You know what God that is. The other God of this world. Okay? So you follow behind that God, and then you're going to tell everybody else that they need to follow behind that God, the devil. So that's what I have a problem with, is that, you're going to tell everybody else, oh, we're not trying to change you. We're trying to tell you to do what to do. But you're the ones trying to tell God what to do. And then you're going to try to tell people who believe in God that they wrong too. So, anyway, it's the problem is that, Christians, when as long as you want to be forgiven, the problem with, and I hate to go in here, is the only problem with Judas is that he, even though he sinned, he did not go back to God and say, I'm sorry. That's the only, from my understanding, that's the only thing that makes him different from everybody else. Peter, he turned his back on God 3 times. Straight up. I don't even know him. This is your bestest friend that you love more than anybody. Said, I would die for you. And then said, I don't know you. 3 times. Before the cock crowed. But he went back to him and said he's sorry. Ain't that loving? So if you love God and then just at least know and admit when you're wrong. Because if you keep going off the wrong edge, what's gonna happen? So that's my problem. Anyway, that's the concern about it. When you finally change the laws and stuff like that, because that's what it is. It's like you're telling God he's wrong. I'm going to change his law. It's actually a warning in the Bible that says don't change the law, guys. At the end of the last thing Revelation says, So, marriage is between a man and a woman. That's how God set it up. Not for frogs, not for monkeys, not for apes or chimpanzees or whatever. For man and woman. They're better, they're different. They're spiritual. There's a spiritual thing that happens when life happens. That's why they also have abortions. Again, I'm not judging any. I have, loved some homosexual women. I've been in love with some homosexual women, so I ain't judging them. I love them. But, they might not love me back. But a lot of heterosexual women don't love my ass. So, anyway, I ain't trying to judge nobody. I'm just trying to, give you, the idea of it all. Well, I really am kind of losing it up there. Huh? Anyway, my time is up.